is that, so all the differentiation which we have learned, that is dy dx, then dy d theta, all of them, why we are doing that, what is the meaning of that thing? So dy dt means, it means change in y with respect to change in t, with respect to change in t, or I can say change in y with respect to change in x. So when I say differentiating with respect to x, suppose y is equal to x square, so differentiating with respect to x means what? Dy dx. So basically it means what is the change in y with respect to x? That's what dy dx signifies. So all those things, all those concepts will apply in application of derivatives. So look at here, one example I will tell you. Suppose I am traveling from the point A to B. I am traveling from the point A to B and we cover a distance s. Okay, we cover a distance s. Now, and that distance covered in time t. Clear? So that distance is covered in time t. So one thing, now somebody asks you, so tell me what is the change in distance with respect to time? So you have started from here when t is equal to 0, then you have done t is equal to 1. So for every different values of time, you will have different values of the distance, right? So when the time is t1, your distance will be what? S1. When the time is t2, your distance will be S2. So if I have to find change in distance with respect to time, what I need to do is I need to find del S. And what is del S? Del S means the change in distance, that is S2 minus S1. Then what is del T? Del T means the change in time, that is T2 minus T1. Okay, yes or no? Now if I have to find change in distance with respect to time, I will write down that one as del S del T. Am I clear? Yes or no? Del S del T. Now this del S which I am talking about, this del S is like this one. So I am calculating for 5 kilometer. 5 kilometer in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, or I can say half hour. So this is very very big. 5 kilometer is very very big. Now if somebody asks you, let us take the distance to be very very small. Let us take the time to be smaller than 1 microsecond, time to be very very small, like this one, 0.00000000001 second. So there is, the time is so small. So what is that small change in distance will be? So that thing I will understand by limits. So what I will do is limit, look, this is basically concept, don't think so much. Okay, it's very very easy. Look at here, limit del t tends to 0. Del t tends to be 0 means what? The time is very very small, the change in time is very very small, so I am tending it towards 0. Del t is not equal to 0, del t tends to 0, del s del t. So if the time is very very small, what is the rate of change of distance with respect to time? So that is given by ds dt, and that's where differentiation comes, and that's where differentiation comes, ds dt. Am I clear? Understood? Yes or no? Del S del T. Del S del T basically means what? Change in distance with respect to time. Now del S del T is for very very large values. This is for very very large values. Now if I say if the time is very very small, so I will use limit and I will put that limit del T tends to 0. If the change in time is very very small, then what about this rate? Then the rate of change of distance with respect to time will be given by ds dt, and ds dt is nothing but differentiation of s with respect to time. Everyone clear? Yes or no? These concepts you have to get the idea, all you need is that ds dt. That's what it is. Now let's us give you one example. Now if you throw a stone in a pond, what happens? If I have a pond in here, if I have a pond in here, and if I throw a stone in that pond, actually let the stone be black in color. If I throw a stone in that pond, what happens? Basically, there is ripples that form, a ripple for small circle, then a bigger circle, then again a bigger circle, then again a bigger circle. So ripples like this forms, right? So you will have you will have circles with different radius, and the radius keeps on increasing. Yes or no? Guys, tell me. Yes or no? When you throw a stone on the pond, that's what happens, right? So now application of derivatives will come in here. Now somebody asks you, what is the change in area of the circle with respect to its radius? So you see, when the radius is this one, so the area will be what? The area will be the area of the smaller circle. When the radius is little bit bigger, then the area will be what? The area of the bigger circle. So you see, when the radius is changing, the area of the circle is also changing. Yes or no? Guys, tell me fast. When the radius of the circle changes, area of the circle is also changing, right? If the radius is r1, area of the circle is what? Pi r1 square. If the radius is r2, then the area of the circle is what? Pi r2 square. So like this way, you see, you will get a rate of change of area with respect to radius. So that is what? dA dr. So basically, I have this one as a1, I have this one as a2. So dA dr signifies what? It basically a2 minus a1, that is what? Change in area, divided by r2 minus r1, that is change in radius. That's what application of derivatives is all about. Differentiation. Change in one quantity with respect to another quantity, where area is one quantity and radius is another quantity. Here distance is one quantity, then time is another quantity. So always we are taking two quantities in consideration, and we are finding the relation. If one changes, what happens to the other one? How much change that other one has? That's what this chapter is all about. Application of derivatives. So this chapter has three main portions. One portion have been removed from your syllabus. The first portion is rate of change of quantity, rate of change of quantities. So that's what we discuss. Rate of change of quantities. I told you what? Rate of change of area with respect to radius. That's what rate of change of quantities. So we will be discussing some problems with this chapter. It's very, very easy. There is nothing to it. Now, exercise 6.1. Exercise 6.1, question number 1. Exercise 6.1, question number 1. Read the question and look what it says. Find the rate of change of area of a circle with respect to its radius r when r is equal to 3 centimeter. Read the question, guys. Acha, page number 197. Find the rate of change of area of a circle with respect to its r. Can anybody tell me what they have asked you to find? Rate of change of area with respect to r. What they have asked you to find? Let's see who can tell me. Come on, guys, try. Rate of change of area with respect to r. They have told you to find dA dr, right? Have everyone understood this one? Yes or no? Please tell me. Please tell me, guys. Please, fast, fast. They have found it. They have told you to find dA dr, right? Yes. So now let us find, let us see. So first thing what I will do is that, yes, that's right, very good. So now you see, so first thing, the radius of the circle is given. So I will write here radius of the circle. Radius of the circle, how much is that? It is given in the question, that is r centimeter. So radius is r centimeter, right? So here, if the radius is r centimeter, can you tell me what is the area of the circle? What is the area of the circle? Guys, please tell me. So I will signify it to be capital A. Come on. Area of the circle is what? Pi r square. Right? Pi r square. So I will write here. Now I will write A is equal to pi r square. I will write A is equal to pi r square. Now I will think what they have asked you to find. They have asked us to find dA dr. But I know this one. A is equal to pi r square. So from here, A is equal to pi r square. How can I find dA dr? How can I find dA dr from pi r square? A is equal to pi r square? No idea, right? Nothing to be done. Differentiating with respect to r. Differentiating differentiating with respect to r. So I will be differentiating this equation a is equal to pi r square with respect to r. See what you get. Now differentiation of a is how much? Can anybody tell me differentiation of a with respect to r? How much is it? Come on guys, unmute and tell me. Differentiation of a with respect to r, how much is it? It is dAdr, right? Yes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now tell me, what is differentiation of pi r square? Differentiation of pi r square is how much? Guys, tell me, differentiation of pi r square is how much? Come on, come on, come on. Differentiation of pi r square, we have finished differentiation chapter. What is differentiation of this one, pi r square? I am differentiating with respect to x. Suppose I have pi x square. What is differentiation of pi x square? Pi is constant. Pi is constant. Differentiation of x square is what? 2 pi into different. Yes, differentiation of r square is what? No, no, no. Differentiation of r square is 2r. Differentiation of x square is what? 2x, right? So differentiation of r square will be 2r. Guys, tell me yes or no. Yes or no. So dA dr is given by 2 pi r. My problem is finished. So my first question is what? My first question is when r is equal to 3 centimeter. When r is equal to 3 centimeter. Therefore, dA dr is equal to, achha, here you have to write r is equal to 3 centimeter. That is equal to what? 2 pi into 3, that is 6 pi centimeter square per second. That's my answer. That's done. Just you have to put, in place of r you put 3 in there, and that's finished. That's done. Everyone clear? As those who have joined late will do same problem with respect to this one, so don't worry, we'll do a similar problem. Understood? Now question number b is what? You see, b is what? B said when r is equal to 4 centimeter. This is also easy. When r is equal to 4 centimeter, so therefore dA dr, rate of change of area with respect to r will be dA dr, r is equal to 4 centimeter. So dA dr we are already found out, 2 pi r. So that is equal to 2 pi into 4 is equal to 8 pi centimeter square per second. Now why am I writing centimeter square per second? Because sorry, it won't be centimeter square per second. Mistake. Sorry. The unit will be what? Unit of area is what? Centimeter square. Unit of area is what? Centimeter square. And unit of radius is what? Centimeter. So they cut, so it will be centimeter. Okay, and here also the same thing, it will be centimeter. Sorry, it won't be centimeter square per second. Okay, clear? So let me do another question related to this one, same as this one. So question number 2. Now listen very carefully, read the question, what it says. Volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. Forget about everything. Let's analyze this line. What they have asked you to do. The volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. So it means what? There is a cube. There is a cube and its volume is increasing at a rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. The volume of the cube is increasing at a rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. Can anybody tell me whose value is 8 centimeter cube per second? Whose value is, just give it a blind tukka or something like that. Let's see who can tell me. Just give a guess. Whose value is given 8 centimeter cube per second? Whose value is given? Rate of change of volume is given. So whose value is given here? Pass. Look at here. Centimeter cube is a unit of what? Centimeter cube is a unit of what? Guys, tell me first. Centimeter cube is a unit of what? It's a unit of? Come on, tell me. It's a unit of volume. That's right, volume. And second is a unit of time, right? Second is a unit of time. So this 8 centimeter cube per second is nothing but dVdt. It's dVdt. Rate of change of volume with time this one is 8 centimeter cube so per second. So this value is given. Everyone understood? So that value is given. So from the first line of the question, I derived a fact that is dvdt is equal to 8 centimeter cube per second. Okay, now let's move on to the next line. What it says: how fast is the surface area increasing when the length of the edge is 12 centimeter? So you have to find what? How fast the surface area is increasing. So you have to find ds dt. How fast? The rate of change of volume is what? dv dt. Now how fast the surface area is increasing? It is ds dt. Understood? How fast the surface area is increasing is ds dt. So first thing, in order to design the question, what I will write here, the edge of the cube, let the edge of the cube be L centimeter. Can anybody tell me what is the volume of the cube will be? What is the volume of the cube will be if the length is 8 centimeter, length of the edge is 8 L centimeter? What is the volume of the cube? What is the formula, guys? Tell me fast. If one side is L centimeter, what is the volume of the cube? Forgot. Le- yes, that's right. Length into length. That is area of the base into height. So it will be L into L. That is area of the base. L square is area of the base and height is L. So L cube. L cube centimeter cube. So that's what you got. Volume of the cube is this one. So volume of the cube is L cube. Right? Now since the volume of the cube is L cube, I will write here V in here. Okay, volume of the cube is V. So now the expression is V is equal to L cube. V is equal to L cube. So we have to find what we know. dvdt I know, right? So I know dvdt. So I will differentiate this expression. Can anybody tell me with respect to what? I will differentiate this equation with respect to what? With respect to L or with respect to T? Which one should I differentiate with? I will differentiate it with respect to t because dvdt is given, right? Second is here, second is here. So I will write differentiating with respect to time. So differentiating with respect to time, the volume will become dvdt. Now L cube is in here. L cube. Now you see, if the volume of the cube is changing with respect to time, isn't the volume changes because of the length of the edge changes? Until and unless the sides increase, how can the volume will increase? Yes or no? Yes or no? So obviously the length of the edge also depends on time. Yes or no? So I can say that the differentiation of L cube will be 3L square dl dt. Everyone understood? Yes or no? Please tell me. Have you understood this one? How I got this thing? Look at here again. Look at here. V is equal to L cube, right? V is equal to L cube. Acha, first thing you tell me, when can volume of a cube increase? When can volume of a cube will increase? When its sides will increase, because volume is given by what? L cube, right? So volume can only increase or decrease when the length of the sides will increase or decrease, right? Yes or no? If I say that the volume is increasing with time, so can't I say that the length is also increasing with time? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So when I am saying that the volume of the cube depends on time, so obviously it means that length of the cube also depends on time, because if the length does not increase or decrease, how can the volume increase or decrease? If the length is fixed, the volume will also be fixed. Am I clear? Yes or no? Huh? Yes. Now you see here. So V is equal to L cube. V is equal to L cube. Now if I differentiate volume with respect to time, it will be dV dt. It will be dV dt. Now again, if I differentiate L cube with respect to time, L cube, differentiation of x cube is what? Differentiation of x cube is what? 3x square. So differentiation of L cube will be what? 3L square. Now we are differentiating with respect to time. So that will be dl dt. It won't be nothing. Now if it would have been t cube, the answer would have been 3t square, and that's it. There will be no more. Since it's L cube, so it will be 3L square dl dt. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now you see, now one thing, the value of dV dt is given, right? That is 8 centimeter cube per second. So put the value in there. So put the value in here. Now dV dt is equal to 8 centimeter cube per second. So what do you have? So here you put 8 in here. 8 is equal to 3L square dl dt. So I got 3L square dl dt. So from here, acha, another thing, the value of L is also given. The value of L is also given. What is the value of L? The value of L, from the question you see, the value of L is given as 12. The value of L is given as 12. So why am I writing L in here? So I'll put the value of L in there also. So I get 12 square. Length of the edge is given. So I have assumed the length of the edge to be L. Okay. So let us find dl dt. So dl dt is equal to how much? dl dt is equal to 3 divided by 8 divided by 3 into 12 into 12. So I get something close to 4. This one is 3 and this one is 6. So it is coming 1 by 54 centimeter per second. Everyone understood? So I found out the value of dl dt. Okay. So I found out the value of dl dt. But what I need to find? I don't need to find dl dt. I need to find what? I need to find the change in surface area. Look at the question. It says what? How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of the edge is 12 centimeter? So now tell me, what is the formula of surface area of the cube? Surface area of the cube is how much? When the length of the cube is L centimeter, when the length of the side is L centimeter. Come on guys, tell me. Surface area of the cube is how much? Come on, tell me fast. It is 6L square. 6L square. A cube has 6 sides, and each side, area of each side is what? L square. So surface area of the cube is 6L square. So let us write S in here. So S is equal to 6L square. Okay. So S, now I will write here, S is equal to 6L square. Okay. So we need to find what? The rate at which, how fast is the surface area increasing. So we need to find what? ds dt. We need to find ds dt. So what I will do, differentiating with respect to time, differentiating with respect to time. So what do you get? ds dt is equal to, now tell me guys, tell me, what is differentiation of 6L square? What is differentiation of 6L square? I will not say. You guys have to tell me fast. What is differentiation of 6L square? Come on. Very good. It's 12L. Not just 12L. It will be 12L dl dt. It will be 12L dl dt because I'm differentiating with respect to time, right? Understood? It will be 12L dl dt. So I get ds dt is equal to 12L dl dt. Now we know all the values. They have told you to find the ds dt when L is equal to 12 centimeter. So put all those values and see what you get. Therefore ds dt is equal to 12 into 12 into 1 by 54. So how much is it coming? It is coming to be 4,3. Achha, not 4,3. So this one is 6,2. 6 nines are 54. So this one is 4, this one is 3. So it's coming 8 by 3. 8 by 3. And the unit will be what? You see, up is what? Surface area. so it will be centimeter square, and the down it's time, so centimeter square per second. That's my answer. 8 by 3 centimeter square per second. Achha, let me do another question. Let's do question number 3. Let's do question number 3. This chapter is easy, guys. Now, question number 3. Just read the question, what it says. The radius of a circle is increasing uniformly at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. Can anybody tell me what they have given? Whose value they have given? 8 centimeters per second. Whose value is it? Just in the previous question, I told you that 8 centimeter cube per second is the value of dVdt. So whose value is 3 centimeter per second? Come on, tell me. Read the question again and tell me. Come on, guys, tell me fast. ds dt. Read again, read again. Kimchali, read again. The radius of the circle, no, it's wrong. Yes, very good. Radius of the circle is increasing uniformly at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. You see, radius is increasing at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. Look at here. This one is what? Radius, and second is what? Unit of time. So dr dt is 3 centimeter per second. It is not ds dt, it is dr dt. Okay, okay, fine. If you have taken the radius as s, then Kimchali, then it's correct also. Okay, so dr dt is this one. Understood? This value from the first line of the question, I derived this fact. Now the next line, what it says, how fast, now find the rate at which area of the circle is increasing when the radius is 10 centimeter. So now who can tell me what they have asked you to find? What they have asked you to find? Tell me. Come on. Magdalene, what they have asked you to find? Find what they have asked you to find. Wrong. DADR is wrong. Find the rate at which the area of the circle is increasing. Find the rate at which the area of the circle is increasing. They have asked you to find dAdt. Area of the circle is increasing with time. Look, acha, fine. There is one concept I need to tell you. When the question says rate of what was that question? Let me go with the questions. So at the rate at which, wait a second, rate at which the area increasing, the rate at which the area increasing. If they ask you question like this, then you say that it means they're asking you dAdt. Now, if the same thing comes, rate at which the area is increasing with respect to radius, so they're asking you what? The rate of increase of area with respect to a radius, then it means dAdr. So if they don't say anything with respect to something, then you have to assume that they're talking about time. But if they say with respect to radius, then it means dAdr. This is a very, very important concept. So in question number 3, they haven't told you with respect to anything. So it means you have to find dAdt. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Acha, now, so first thing I will do, let the radius of the circle, it's just like question number 1. In question number 1, they have given you the radius to be r, but here we have to assume, let the radius of the circle be r centimeter. So I am taking the radius of the circle to be r centimeter. So area of the circle is equal to what? Area of the circle is equal to pi r square. Area of the circle is pi r square. So here, acha, fine, I have to write here a. So a is equal to pi r square. Now look at here, dr dt is given, dAdt we have to find. So obviously we have to differentiate with respect to time. So what I will do, differentiating with respect to time. So what I get? If I differentiate with respect to time, differentiation of A will be what? dA dt. And differentiation of pi r square, come on, tell me. Differentiation of pi r square will be what? Tell me the complete thing. Tell me the complete thing. What is differentiation of pi r square? Somebody please unmute and tell me. Differentiation of pi r square is how much? With respect to time? Come on, yeah, tell me. Try. How much is that? That's not complete. That's, yes, it's 2 pi r, but 2 pi r dr dt. It will be 2 pi r dr dt. Now, so we basically have to find how fast the area is increasing, right? So one thing, we have all the values. So first thing, when r is equal to, look at the question, the value of the radius is given as 10 centimeter. So the value of the radius is 10 centimeter and hey यार गलत टाइम पे चूतियागिरी होता है ये बेकार हट चले गया था क्या म्यूट Okay, so we found out dA dt as 2 pi r dr dt, right? That was it, right? So what was the value when r is equal to the value is given in the question, r is equal to 10 centimeter is 10 centimeter and dr dt, that value is also given, that is 3 centimeter per second. So put those values and that's it. So dA dt is equal to, so 2 pi into r is how much? R is 10 into dr dt is how much? 3. So how much is that? It is 60 pi centimeter square per second. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let's do question number 4. Now I will be trying to do each and every question because this concept is new for you guys. So that's why I will do each and every question, but there will be time which I will skip. So let's do question number 4, but I will ask again and again. An edge of a variable cube is increasing at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. Again they have given you a cube problem. But here they told you something, that the edge of a variable cube is increasing at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. So the edge of the cube means what? This length of the side of the cube is increasing at a rate of 3 centimeter per second. So if I say the length of the edge is L, so can you tell me whose value is given? 3 centimeter per second. I hope from now we will be very, very familiar that 3 centimeter per second is nothing but dl dt. Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone clear? dl dt is 3 centimeter per second. If I say L is the length of the edge, everyone yes or no? Let the length of the edge be L centimeter, then dl dt is equal to 3 centimeter per second. So this one is given. Then what it says, how fast is the volume of the cube is increasing when the edge is 10 centimeter long. So my length is given, this one is given. Now can anybody tell me what they have asked you to find in here? Read the question and tell me what they have asked you to find. Come on guys, I want an answer from you guys. What they have asked you to find in here? Come on, read the question again if you don't understand and then tell me what they have asked you to find. Jaldi bolo, I have to catch a train. Volume, we have to find volume. No, we don't have to find volume. Have they? Yes, very good. They haven't told you that find the volume of the cube. They have told you how fast is the volume of the cube is increasing. How fast is the volume of the cube increasing? It means what? They have asked you to find the change in volume with respect to change in time. With time, how much the volume is increasing. If they would have asked you the volume, they would have given the question like this: find the volume of the cube. So that's it. But they have asked you find the rate at which the volume is increasing. But they don't say time. Obviously the volume will increase with time, so they don't like to mention time, because time is, it's a running thing, right? Time will never stop. Time will never stop for anyone, so time will keep on running. So they don't say, okay fine, I don't need to say about time, so that's it. So I will say that increase in volume. Find the rate of increase in volume. So when they say increase in volume, it means that in your head the time, that factor will come. Okay, understood? So you have to find dVdt. So like this way you need to write all those facts. So I need to find dVdt. My dLdt is given. So what I will do is, dLdt I already found out, that is 3 centimeter per second. Next thing I will write volume of the cube. Volume of the cube is L cube. I hope everybody knows volume of the cube is L cube, because L is our length of the cube, that is L centimeter, right? Now some of you may be asking, sir, why are you writing L cube? The volume of the cube will be 1000, right? Because they have given that the length of the edge is 10 centimeter, so volume of the cube will be 1000. No, it cannot be 1000. Why it cannot be 1000? Because this length L is equal to 10 centimeter is for one particular point. At one particular point the length is 10 centimeter and the volume of the cube is 1000 centimeter cube. But when they say that the volume is increasing, it means what? The length is also increasing. So when for one particular point the length is 10, volume is 1000. Then for another particular time the length will be 20, the volume will be how much? It will be 8000, like that. Understood? So that's why we have to take L centimeter as the edge. So that's why we have to take the volume of the cube to be L cube. We cannot take 1000. So 1000 in for one particular value. So you will write V is equal to L cube. Now I will differentiate. Now it's very easy. I have to differentiate with respect to time. So differentiating with respect to time. So what do you get? This one becomes dVdt. And differentiation of L cube becomes what? 3L square dl dt. I hope everybody knows. Yes or no? Now next thing, now the finished dVdt, we have to find all the values we know. When L is equal to 10 centimeter, put those values. Therefore dVdt is equal to 3 into 10 square into dl dt is 3. That is our 900 centimeter cube per second. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Understood? Yes. Let us move on to the next question. That is question number 5. Question number 5. Now we have a good question. A stone is dropped into a quiet lake. So there is a quiet lake, just quiet like you guys. You're so quiet. There is a quiet lake and a stone is dropped on that lake and waves move in circles. Now if I drop now waves will move in circles, just like what I'm saying. Now waves move in circles. Then it says what? At the speed of 5 centimeter per second. Let's see who can tell me. The waves are moving in circle. Can anybody tell me 5 centimeter per second? Whose value is this? Whose value is this? 5 centimeter per second. Think and tell me. Think hard. Not R. R is centimeter per second. Huh? R is 5 centimeter. But it says 5 centimeter per second. They have given you the speed of the wave. Yes, dRdt. Very good. So the wave is moving at a speed of 5 centimeters per second. So it means what? dRdt. dRdt means what? The radius of the circles are increasing are increasing 5 centimeter per second at the rate of 5 centimeter per second. Very, very good. dr dt is given. That's right. So from the first line we got this fact that dr dt is 5 centimeter per second. Now read the next line, what it says. At the instant when the radius of the circle wave is 8 centimeter. So there is one particular instant. There is one particular instant at which the radius of the wave, suppose they are talking about this wave, where the radius of the wave is 8 centimeter. Where the radius of the wave is 8 centimeter. So you have to find what? How fast is the enclosed area increasing? Now tell me what they have asked you to find. At one particular point, the radius of the wave is 8 centimeter. So you have to find how fast the area of the wave is increasing. Can anybody tell me what they have asked you to find? The radius is given 8 centimeter. Very, very good. They have asked you to find dA dt. Very good. They have asked you to. So these are the facts which are given to us, and with using these facts we need to find dA dt, right? Now first thing we see that the radius is changing. So what I will do is, let the radius of the circle be r centimeter. So first I am assuming that the radius of the circle to be r centimeter, right? So if the radius of the circle is r, can you tell me what is area of the circle? It's so easy. Area of the circle is pi r square, right? Again you have to write a in here, and my job is finished. After this we don't have to do anything. If area of the circle is pi r square, so I will write this equation, a is equal to pi r square. I have dr dt. I have to find dA dt. Obviously I need to differentiate with respect to time. So differentiating with respect to time, what I get? dA dt is equal to 2 pi r dr dt. That's it. And we know all the values of these things. So when r is equal to 8 centimeter, dr dt is equal to 5 centimeter per second, therefore dA dt is equal to 2 pi into 8 into 5, that is equal to how much? It is 40, and that is 2, that is 80 pi centimeter square per second. Everyone clear? Understood? So that's it. Question number 5 is done. Acha. Question number 6. Let's do question number 6. Forget it. I will not give you homework. Question number 6 is. Acha, wait a second. Acha, for question number 6, I think I should give homework. It's very, very easy. Can anybody tell me what is circumference of a circle? What is circumference of a circle?
2 pi r.
That's right. 2 pi r is the circumference of the circle. So in question number 6, I will just tell you one thing. So the radius of the circle is increasing at a rate of 0.7 centimeter per second. They have already given that dr dt is equal to 0.7 centimeter per second. They have given this thing, right? So you have to find what is the rate of increase of its circumference. So you have to find dc dt. Yes or no? Yes or no? So you just have to differentiate this one, and that's it. So question number 6 will be homework. It's very, very easy. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Understood? Now question number 7. Question number 7. So what do we have in question number 7? Read the question, what it says. The length x of a rectangle is decreasing at a rate of 5 centimeter per minute. So there is a rectangle whose length is decreasing, dl dt is decreasing at a rate of 5 centimeter per minute. Now when it is decreasing, it means what? When it's increasing, it's positive. Keep in mind, when it's decreasing, it will be minus 5 centimeter per minute. Everyone clear? Since it's decreasing, it will be minus, right? So with time, it is decreasing. First it was 10, now it become 5, now it become 1, it become 0.5 like that. So decreasing will be minus sign. Okay, and the width y, actually they have taken x, length as x, I'm sorry. So let us write here x, dx dt. So dx dt is this thing. Now length y, the width y is increasing at a rate of 4 centimeter per second. So dy dt is equal to 4 centimeter per minute. Everyone clear or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Jaldi bolo. Understood? Now we know the facts. Let us put in the question. So write down in here. First you write down. They have already given you that. So length of the rectangle. Wow, what is the rectangle spelling I have written? Rectangle is equal to x centimeter. So dx dt. So dx dt is equal to minus 5 centimeter per minute. Then width of the rectangle is equal to y centimeter. So dy dt is equal to what? Dy dt is equal to 4 centimeter per minute. Yes or no? We got these two values. Then what it says, so x value is given, x is equal to 8 centimeter and y is equal to 6 centimeter. So these things are given. The first question is find the rate of change of the perimeter. Then the second question is find the rate of change of area of the rectangle. Acha, what is perimeter of the rectangle? What's the formula? Perimeter of the rectangle is what? Wow, so everyone forgot. Just add the sides. Yes, 2 into L plus B. 2 into L plus B. That's right. So that's my perimeter of the rectangle. So I will write this one to be P. So P is equal to this thing. But we have to find what rate of change of perimeter of the rectangle. So now what I will write the expression as P is equal to 2 of L plus B. Now again you have to find rate of change of perimeter with respect to, they haven't told you anything. So you just have to find with respect to time. So differentiating with respect to time, what do you get? Differentiating with respect to time, I get what is, tell me, dp dt. Yes or no? I get dp dt. dp dt is equal to, now who can tell me differentiation of this one is what? Differentiation of 2 into L plus B, how much is that? First 2 is constant, so 2 will come out. Now differentiation of L with respect to time is what? Differentiation of L with respect to time is dl dt. Yes or no? Plus differentiation of B with respect to time is dB dt. Simple as that. Now put those values of dl dt and dB dt. Now therefore dp dt is equal to 2 into dl dt is how much? Why am I writing? We made a mistake. We cannot write L plus B. We have to write x plus y because length is x and width is y. I am sorry. We cannot write L plus B because they have used x and y. Here I will write dx dy. So dx dt is what? Minus 5. So write minus 5 in here. And dy dt is 4. So plus 4 centimeter per minute. Unit of perimeter is centimeter and unit of time is minute because they have used minute in here. So how much is that? So here it's minus 1. We get minus 2 centimeter per minute. So that's what we have. Okay. Now option number B. Option number B is what? Option number B is you have to find the rate of change of area of the rectangle. So what is area of a rectangle? Area of a rectangle is length into breadth, and length is x and breadth is y. So that's centimeter square. Again you have to write here A is equal to this thing. So area is given as xy. So I will write A is equal to xy. right? A is equal to xy. Again you need to find what? Rate of change of area. So you need to find dA dt. So differentiating with respect to time, get differentiating with respect to time, so we get dA dt. Yes or no? Now can anybody tell me how should I differentiate xy? Think and tell me. Which rule should I use to differentiate xy? Come on guys. Which rule should I use to differentiate xy? We have done differentiation, guys. Tell me first. Yes, UV rule or product rule. So first we take out x, then dy dt. Then you take out y, then dx dt. Aha. Then dx dt. Now put those values. So when x is equal to, what was the value of x that is given? When x is equal to 8 centimeter and y is equal to 6 centimeter, so therefore dA dt is equal to 8 into dy dt is how much? Dy dt we already found out. How much was that? I think it was 4, right? 4, and this one is what? Plus 6. Plus 6 into dx dt is minus 5. So how much we are getting? So 8 4 is 32 minus 30, that is 2 centimeter square per second. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Acha. So now question number 8. Yes, question number 8. Question number 8, guys. Let's do. Magdalene, what happened? Are you getting it or not? Magdalene, what happened? Question number 8. Now, a balloon which always remains spherical on inflation is being inflated by pumping in 900 centimeter cube of gas per second. So there is a balloon which is of spherical shape. There is a balloon of spherical shape and is being inflated by pumping 900 cubic centimeter per second. Cubic centimeter. Acha, cubic centimeter means centimeter cube. I'm writing cc, that is also right. Centimeter cube per second. Tell me, whose value is 900 centimeter cube per second? Whose value is 900 centimeter cube per second? Come on, tell me first. Very good. dV dt is 900 centimeter per cube per second. Now, so we know this thing. We know the value of dV dt is given 900 centimeter cube per second. Now the next line, read the next line, what it says. Find the rate at which the radius of the balloon increases when the radius is 15 centimeter. Chalo, tell me what they have asked you to find. Come on, let's see who can tell me what they have asked you to find. I will give you count up till 5. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good. Yes, we have to find dr dt. Find the rate at which the radius of the balloon increases. Very, very good. So let us find. So first thing what I will do, I will assume the radius of the sphere. So let the radius of the sphere, since it's changing, of the sphere be r centimeter. Can you tell me what is the volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere is what? Actually, volume of the spherical balloon. I don't know the volume of the sphere. How much is that? I forgot. Very good. Thank you. Yes, 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is the volume of the sphere. Okay. So again you have to write V in here, V in here. So I will use this expression. So V is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now look at the question. Look at the question carefully. I have dV dt, right? So obviously I need to find, I have to differentiate with respect to time. So differentiating with respect to time, what do you get? dv dt is equal to, चलो बताओ, 4/3 pi r cube. Differentiation कितना होगा? What is the differentiation of 4/3 pi r cube? Do it guys yourself and tell me fast. Tell me fast. What is the differentiation of 4/3 pi r cube? अब तो गया. Now तो gone. Not just 4 pi. Yes, 4 pi r square is right, but that's not it. 4 pi r square dr dt. It will be 4 pi r square dr dt. Okay, everyone? Because r cube is what? Look, 4/3 pi, and differentiation of r cube is 3r square dr dt. So 3 gets cancelled. 4 pi r square dr dt. So that's thing. So now you see from the question, we need to find the value of this one. I know dv dt, that's already given, that is 900 centimeter per centimeter cube per second, and I know the radius also. Do I know the radius? Let me see. Yes, I know the radius. Very good. So let's write down, when r is equal to 15 centimeter. So now put the value in here and tell me. So dv dt is 400 is equal to 4 into pi into 15 dr dt. So therefore dr dt is equal to 900 divided by 4 into pi into 15. Tell me guys, how much is it coming? 4, if I cut 4, it will go with 4 to the 8, 225, 15 1 is a 15, 15, right, I think it goes with 15 also, 15 1 is a 15, is it coming 15 by pi centimeter per second? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me fast. Is it coming or not? So that's my answer. So that is it. It's finished. Acha. As a question number 9. Now this is an important question. Let's see question number 9. A balloon which always remains spherical has a variable radius. So it means this says that there is a balloon which always remains spherical, but there is a problem with this balloon. What is the problem? The problem is that it has a variable radius. So variable radius means what? The radius always changes. Then it says find the rate at which its volume is increasing with the radius when the latter is 10 centimeter. Chalo. Now who can tell me what is given and what they have asked you to find? Let's see. Read the question carefully and tell me what they have asked you to find and what is given. Tell me fast. Read the last line. Read the last line carefully. Wrong. Wrong. Very, very good. Kimchali got this one correct. Very good. Yes. Very nice. Look at here. Read the question. Last line. It says find the what is that? Find the rate at which its volume is increasing with the radius. The volume is, yes, very good. The volume is increasing with the radius. So we have to find dv dr. I hope everyone got this one. We have to find dv dr. That was the twist in this question. So what I will do, let the radius be r centimeter. Let the radius be r centimeter. So volume is equal to what? Can anybody tell me what is the formula for volume of the sphere? We have already done it. So volume of the spherical balloon is 4 by 3 pi r cube centimeter cube. So I will take this equation here. Can anybody tell me? I will differentiate this equation with respect to what? Differentiating with respect to time, right? Differentiating with respect to, come on, fast. What is below there? It's radius. Yes, differentiating with respect to radius. So this one only what? V will be, differentiation will be dVdr. Now differentiation of 4 by 3 pi r cube with respect to r will be what? It will be just 4 pi r square. It will be just 4 pi r square. Understood? Now you see the variable is r and I am differentiating with respect to r. So there is no dr. Even if you write dr is what? 1, right? So there is no point of writing that thing. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Now to like easy. So when r is equal to what? How much is r is equal to? R is equal to 10 centimeter. So when r is equal to 10 centimeter, dVdr is equal to 4 into pi into 10 square. So that is 400 pi centimeter cube per second. Am I clear? Understood? Yes or no? Achha, let's leave it up till here. Achha, question number 6 is homework. Question number 6 is homework. Yeah. And let me see. Radius of the air bubble is increasing at the rate of this. Which is the volume the increasing when the radius is this. Achha, question number 12 is also homework. Question number 6, question number 12. And yes, those two only. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you everyone. So I hope you understood this one. Yes or no? Yes or no? Have you got this chapter? And one thing, if you have any problems, if you have any doubts in integration, then we can discuss that thing also. So you do one thing. If you have any problems, if you have any doubts in integration, you just text to me through WhatsApp. Then I will try to explain it there. Understood? Because you see, after doing differentiation, we need to do application of derivatives. There is no point in jumping from differentiation directly to integration. We needed to do chapter 6. That's why I started chapter 6. Okay? Clear? And if there is any problem about integration, so feel free to text me. Okay? So bye then. And I don't know what happened to Magdalene. What happened? Why she is so quiet? She haven't understood this chapter or what? Actually, she's angry with me. She's saying that I should have started the class at 3:15, right? But I was checking at 3 o'clock. I was actually checking the recording thing. I stopped recording, right? So I was checking the recording, and then Kimchali and the other one, Lalruat Diki. I don't want to pronounce the name. So both of them joined, and that's why I started with the explanation. So, but I think I have recorded the video and I will upload in YouTube. Okay? So that's it. Thank you. Too much of it. Bye bye. I hope